Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of Pop Up the Bar with Chief and Gate. I'm Gate, that's Chief. As you can see, we're a bit closer than normal. This isn't the closest we've ever been.
No, that was too close. That's another time. Probably not going to be on the podcast.
That's an 18 plus one. So firstly, talk about 18 plus. I'll do it again. Should apologise for all the knobs last week. I've done it again. Done the knob again.
Move on.
Move on.
The prize.
The prize? Oh yeah, so Dan, first time we're together, we're going to do a giveaway, aren't we?
Yes, we are, yeah.
So what's the giveaway?
Like and subscribers across all channels.
Yeah.
Got to be across all channels.
All channels.
And then we'll choose someone on next week's episode to get a bottle of alcohol of their choice.
Alcohol or soft if you don't drink, of your choice. Can I answer?
No.
Why?
Because you're on the podcast and we have to be impartial. And if anyone was going to get it, it'd be me. So it's fine.
You're not a good drinker.
I know I'm not.
So
I'll get it.
So they have to subscribe on
Yeah.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
Yeah.
Just everything. We're not asking them to do Deezer.
Yeah.
Or Deezer if you want to do Deezer.
You've got to subscribe to one of the podcast sharing platforms, like our socials, and subscribe on YouTube. That's the three.
I'm confused. Do it again.
So you've got to subscribe to the audio part of it.
Yeah.
Anywhere, Spotify, Apple, Deezer. Like our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And subscribe to YouTube as well.
Oh, but they need to tag their friend in something.
Yeah, on Facebook. You've got to share it, tell your friends.
Yeah.
So that's self-explanatory, that goes without saying.
I mean, the instructions will be there.
Yeah. And if you want to get it, you're going to be doing...
Yeah, you're going to be doing all of that, aren't you?
This feels very much like I'm on a chat show. What host do you think you are?
Me?
Yeah.
Graham
Norton? Jimmy Carr?
A mixture of Alan Carr and James Corden.
Okay, cool. Right.
Yourself?
Yeah. I'm the guest, I'm not a host.
Oh, okay.
I'm the guest. I said you look like the host, I'm on the big red sofa as well.
Do I give off that vibe?
Yeah, you are the host of the podcast.
That's true, you're just the
producer.
mere producer.
I don't say mere, but yeah, whatever.
I was describing this podcast to someone the other day. They was asked, what's it like? And I was like, it's this, it's that. And I said, it's really funny, it's a 5-star rating. Have you seen we got a 5-star rating on?
No.
We've got a 5-star rating on Apple. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
You remember that was?
Thank you.
It was me. It wasn't.
You're still not winning the prize.
Yeah, and they were like, so who's Chief? And I was like, oh, so Chief is working, his mate with Martin at uni, works there. So, oh, so how come it's you two that are doing it, not anyone else? And I said, oh, so I know someone that works at Notts County Cricket as well, and they were saying Dan's struggling with his content management stuff, so got in contact with me because you're effectively my apprentice.
Yeah, well, I think I've blossomed since I've started doing this. I'm much more confident at work. So yes, I mean it's just working, isn't it? So
me helping you blossom has caused me to wilt. So
talking about blossoming and wilting, we are in a basement on the hottest day of the year because it's very cold down here.
It's extremely cold.
It's lovely down here, although it is quite sunny outside, and we will be going back up there afterwards.
We will be. It's about 31 degrees, 32. I've been working at my desk all day and the sun comes in through the window. This is genuinely my third top today.
Yeah, but look at me. I've been in trousers all day. I've been in an air-conditioned office most of the day, but when I went outside, straight away, whoosh,
it was
pouring sweat.
It was hot. I was actually going to walk to KFC. Ended up walking to Audi because KFC was further away. And by the time I got back, I started to get W's underneath my man boobs. Yeah. Sweaty Betty.
My knees were sweating earlier.
Knees? I didn't know knees could sweat.
No, I didn't either until earlier.
Mine's a bit damp. I put so much suntan lotion on today. I don't know what it's what. Talk about hot weather. How do you feel about going to Corfu when we're experiencing the hottest heat wave we're going to have this year?
Yeah, but it ends today, doesn't it?
That's
the end of the 2 days. Yeah, it's 8 degrees cooler tomorrow, which is still alright for English conditions. But
8 degrees cooler.
It's 8 degrees.
I'm going to Spalding tomorrow, so it best be warm. Kings Lynn. So
don't go to Spalding.
Don't go to Spalding.
You can't go wrong.
You're
on a train. If the train goes to Spalding, you've done something really wrong.
Especially from Notts.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to know how far it's gone off the tracks.
No, so. It's crashed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Corfu.
Yeah, it's my dad's 50th next Wednesday.
He doesn't live 50, does he?
No.
I'd put him at 60 easy.
I know.
Does he watch this?
I think so, yeah.
Oh shit.
It's alright, he'll be fine. He won't catch it. He'll be going out the week when we're on holiday, so he probably won't.
He won't listen to it.
He won't listen. He might be the one he doesn't listen to, so we'll look good. But yeah, so we fly out tomorrow morning. We're recording this on a Friday. So when Tom does all the work this week and puts it out, I'll be on a sun lounger thinking. But you are going away tomorrow.
I'm going on a little jaunt to King's Lynn, which is where Chief tried to go last week.
I did eventually end up there.
3 hours late.
No, an hour and a half.
Hour and a half late.
Yeah.
Hour and a half late. Well, that's fine. I've got myself a little Airbnb right by. So the Airbnb was 30 quid for the night. Seems quite a lot for the night, but I get it. People have to make money. But it's a 2-minute walk from the Wetherspoons.
Solid.
And
which is where I think you're going to be going for breakfast tomorrow.
Yes, because I made a travel arrangement mistake by getting there an hour and a half before I'm allowed to get into the apartment. Oh no, I have to go to Spoons for breakfast, and because it's holiday, we're allowed to be here before 11, aren't we? So I do need to go to Primark first, and it's right on the square as well.
Nice.
So a lot of drinking is going to happen this weekend, and I heard when I go I have to play rounders.
Yes, you do.
But I'm injured.
Just hit it and someone will run for you. That's what happened last time. Don't tell them I told you that.
It's my shoulder.
Kick it.
My right shoulder.
Kick it and run yourself.
Just catch it, put it in my pocket and run.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever. I'd look like a. I was going to say I look like a charging hippo. I don't want to go back into animals this week.
No,
I feel
bisons,
I feel like we've spoken enough about
yeah,
it.
we had a lot of bison and cattle banter last week, didn't we? So
I think it's only us that call it banter.
yeah, we called it banter in the episode title. So bison banter, just because it alliterates quite well.
It does. It's better than bison bullshit.
Yes.
Which was probably what I would put in. Did I write that title?
No, I think I did.
Oh,
You may have taken it from. I think I put the title in. You wrote the rest.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's what I normally do. You're doing everything this week, so it's all good.
It's alright.
Hey,
Yeah. Produce the other one.
Yeah, you produce your other one. Yeah, produce
See.
it.
Won't mention it on here.
Previous pod.
Pass.
Pass pod.
So, when I was a little boy, my father took me to the city. No, he didn't. When we went on holiday, Mum made us buy presents for our friends to give to them. You know where this is going.
I hope I don't.
What are you getting me from Corfu? I'll get you something from King's Lynn if you get me something from Corfu.
That's a deal. I like this deal.
Yeah?
I want to know what I'm going to get.
What are we going to get a limit? Price limit?
Tenner?
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 We'll do a tenner.
Yeah.
Tenner?
Tenner. I'll bring you something back, yeah. There's a lot of...
£10 Wetherspoons voucher. You can go to the
The only place you
TDI.
went. The only place you went. I mean, this podcast episode is getting a little bit expensive for both of us. We're giving away our first prize, and now we're having to buy each other gifts. When we record on Sunday, episode 6, we'll have to exchange gifts.
Are we going to distract the competition then? We probably can't now, can we?
Did anyone hear us talk about the competition? Yeah, we're going to have to do the competition. It's fine.
The thing is, I'm going to be with a lot of the listeners on Saturday, so I'm hoping.
But they won't have heard it by the time you're with them.
Oh,
So
of
we're
course.
good.
So they'll be sober by the time it comes out.
Yeah, so they'll be sober by the time it comes out. But I know someone who continuously messages us about what's going on in the pod, so she'll probably be close to.
She can't win.
She win more than us two.
Well, should we employ her now as something? Head promo person.
Yeah.
And now she
Ash
can't win.
Tuttle is now our head promo person, so she's technically on the podcast. Technically, that means she can't win.
Can't win, Ash. But your friends can win. What do we do if this one post gets like 20,000 shares, but no one else listens to the podcast? We just have to give some random bloke from America.
Listen to the podcast too.
You've got to be UK only.
We should actually give them a phrase that they have to say as well.
Why they on the...
No, because like if we say a phrase now, that'll show that everyone's listened to the podcast. Someone's listened all the way through.
That's true.
Yeah. Bison banter.
Yes.
Hashtag bison banter.
Hashtag bison banter.
So it's follow, like, share with some friends, with the sharing post having bison banter in there somewhere.
Let's get bison banter trending.
Yeah.
I've
still not seen that story anywhere else apart from where you said it, but we said we weren't going to go into bison.
I've seen it twice.
Okay.
So it's true.
Okay.
Maybe it was the same website I looked at twice. Daily Match, that's a creditable. It wasn't a Daily Match.
Yeah.
I had something to ask you, Dan. Rugby.
Love it.
Are you as excited as me? The international game's back.
Yeah, you've got your Bears top on this week. I've not got a Chiefs top on because I've come straight from work. I think it's the first episode I made out.
Do you have to dress up for work in your cricket gear?
No, but this is just nice light top to wear when it was going to be 33 degrees today.
I would not. I wanted you to turn up to work in your cricket whites.
No, I don't do that. No.
Why?
I want to put all the full kit on to do some testing ahead of a blue screen, but no. So Instagram posters out there where I actually pretended I was kind of got signed on for that year. It was a joke. And someone said, "Oh, when do you start?" underneath on the Instagram post. I can't remember who it was.
I don't.
They don't want me.
They don't want me.
Rightly so as well.
To be fair, before we go back to rugby, what Dan does like to tell people is you're in an advert for Nottingham Crown County.
So this new lovely Adidas kit this year, for the first time we've got it. Some would say I was the star, some would say Jake Ball's the star. We both had our own trailers. It was fine. So mine was a little bit bigger, but yeah. So he's the actual star, but I was there on a freezing cold January or February night, the batsman, and we had another raft of cricketers behind us, and they all kept saying, "You're going to be in this more than me, aren't you?" I'm like, "No, you guys will be in it. Don't worry."
Did you plan it?
They didn't. No, I didn't.
You
plan it.
choreographed
No, I
it?
didn't choreograph it. I just lended my hand as a mean-looking, moody batsman.
Was that the expression you were trying to call?
Yeah.
Moody?
Did I look constipated?
Lost.
Yeah.
Was the word I was
Yeah.
looking for.
No, but I did. I went from like.
You did. The eyes did open a bit.
That was because I was shocked at how quickly Jake Ball was running, and that was the whole concept. And then got bold.
You were bold. Well, you told you had to be bold.
Yeah, but
You're obviously going to say yes.
the way they put it together was quite nice because then Jake Ball didn't have to deliver an 85-mile-an-hour ball at me in pitch black onto the outfield. I just had to look there,
And
and then they basically just threw the ball at the stumps and bowled,
quite
ruining the illusion of the video. But
that's how adverts work. But yeah, rugby.
rugby,
So we've got the Six Nations being finished.
yeah,
Also, we've got then off the back of that straight away, pretty much, we've got the Six Nations plus two, Fiji and Japan. Japan obviously hosted the World Cup. That got confusing, did they? They hosted the World Cup. Now, if you're not a rugby fan, surely you would suggest watching Fiji and Japan play. If I was talking to a non-rugby fan, say, I'd suggest watching Fiji and
that's going to be a good game.
That'd be a good game.
Yeah.
You get people kind of bigger than us.
Yeah,
or bigger than me.
I think those two teams will bring the best out of the other teams as well because they score tries, they score points, and they run over people quite well.
It'd be effectively me versus you.
Yes, yeah.
Like Fiji, big, strong, Japan. I can't think of any more words to describe it.
Brave blossoms, they're called.
The
We
brave
talked about
blossoms.
blossoming. That would be a brave blossom.
That's a nice title for the podcast, isn't it? Blossom. Beer, blossom and
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah.
What's something I did need to air after last week was I've now just had what grinds my gears going around in my head. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we're in a situation of lockdown because of a pandemic. Some people have missed it, clearly. People in Aldi along the road from me. So, obviously you've got to do 2 metres. There's been a few times I've been there and I've bit my tongue behind my mask, obviously, because people have leant over me to get a cabbage from in between my legs. That I wasn't storing it there. It was just where I was stood. But today I was in a queue, and you know what Aldi are like, they'll sometimes randomly open a till and it becomes like a feeding frenzy at the zoo. Everyone jumps. This bloke was behind me, no mask, which I'm fine with. He might have the exceptional breathing stuff where he can't wear a mask, but he touched my hand, tapped it, said excuse me, and brushed past me. I was very angry, and I did the very British thing of stare.
Yeah. Stare and don't tell about your feelings. Don't tell him how you feel.
Tell him about my feelings. You just brushed past me, but I'm actually feeling
You know what I mean?
quite upset.
Anyway, two things. One, I forgot to say what's grind your gears today at work, and basically just said what grind you goat, because that's what happened last week.
What grinds you goat?
Yeah, what grind you goat. That's not a saying.
It's not
I
a
do
saying.
this quite a bit. I just mix up two sayings.
What grinds goat's gears?
Yeah, what grind that.
That
one,
is quite hard, actually.
But I didn't get picked up on it this time around. And secondly, I've come here a few times to your house here, obviously, but I was following the sat nav, and I was also just looking for a big pile of leaves in a parking spot after last week's conversation.
Don't, because she did it again this week. I genuinely, I mean, I was quite tipsy again. And I did put them outside on her doorstep. I'm not sure how that
Does
was.
she listen, do you think?
I hope not.
Yeah. Or
I
if she
mean,
wins the bottle and you have to take her out to it.
I'll move out of here soon. Send it by Amazon Prime.
We're moving out to a well-lit place, we said.
Yeah, we're living in Nottingham City Centre.
Nottingham City Centre.
Right,
A good place to record.
Be a good place to record. Good place to record in the curry houses as well, which is Peter Crouch has had his Samrat, so we might have our I don't know, Samrat Mark version 2. I don't know. Should we just open an Indian called the Samrat and then record from there?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, so we're launching a podcast. We're only on episode 5, but now all of a sudden in episode 5 we're launching an Indian restaurant. We didn't know anything about podcasts. We probably still don't. We don't know anything about Indian restaurants.
You got a point.
Yeah. So maybe we should just stick to the podcast for now, or
For now,
for now.
episode 8 we'll open the
Yeah.
curry
Okay.
house.
Well, that's 4 weeks away.
4, yeah. 3.
Oh.
Ambitious.
Ambitious. That's what we are on this podcast. But
We're ambitious.
I
What I
think
would
it's-
like to know is, because obviously we're going to have thousands and thousands more followers and subscribers and listeners because of the giveaway bottle. I'd like to know what pisses off our listeners, what grinds our listeners' gears.
Yeah, I think we should hear from them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're going to put that out there. If you want to know, if you want to talk to us and get something off your chest, unless it's not, and if it's offensive, we're not going to say it, are we?
No.
No.
Our podcast offends someone. That was the
Aye.
one complaint we had.
Oh yeah. Well, it did offend someone. The podcast didn't. The advertising
The
did,
advertising did, yeah.
because it turned up on her newsfeed, and having to explain to her that we don't ask Facebook to pinpoint certain people. It just happened.
It was a very amicable conversation.
I was nice and polite. People that I showed it to weren't. There was a lot of suggested responses. And I was like, I can't say them. But yeah, let us know what grind your gears. You can either message us on Instagram, which is there, still not taking the underscores out. So it's just prop up the bar.
With underscores in between each word.
Underscores in between each word. On Facebook it's easier. So on Messenger, or we can just leave a comment on the post below.
Yeah, let's all talk about what's bothering us and not just you every week, although you will have something to say every week. What grinds your gears?
I'm starting to think one thing that grinds my gears is you.
Yeah, probably.
So
So
I
should we
think-
end there?
So I think we should end there because I'm starting to get angry
I
again.
mean, but yeah, I'll probably hit my 30-minute limit if you allow me in your house. I need to kind of probably go.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should have gone 5 minutes ago.
Thanks, everyone.
Enjoy core food.
Thank you. Enjoy Spalding.
Uh,
Kingston, sorry.
Kingston, and
Yeah.
I want my present.
Okay, I want mine.
So-
So,